And we've got a treat for you tonight. Brazil and Croatia. Brazil, maybe the most iconic national team the sport has ever known, but as they are, football moves forward and history doesn't win you modern tournaments. Croatia, a small D, for Croatia having come off. The starting 11s presented by Bet Online, and several changes for Carlo Ancelotti for Croatia having come off the bench here in that victory against Colombia on Thursday. And this is Zlatko Dalic's starting 11, Alex. They were able to set up camp here in Orlando and play here for the second consecutive game, having beaten Colombia 2-1, as I mentioned, on Thursday, on the wrong end of the same scoreline against the French. And they will be Modric with the follow-up corner, dealt with by Brazil, who look to launch a counter-attack and use Vini Jr. It's only him, but help is arriving. May not need it. It's gone around one challenge. Now the check back. The shot is on for Danilo! Well, Brazil finding their very best at the very end of the first half. It came from a Croatian corner. The counter-attack was lightning quick. Vini Jr. with the provider, and Danilo with the smart finish.
Finally, some samba present here in Orlando. What a pass by Mateus Cunha to Vinicius Jr. He was totally left of defensive duties for that corner kick. He was there for launching the counter-attack, and again, he just waited, attracted three players from Croatia to find the open man at the penalty spot. This is the same maneuver in which Danilo was about to score in the opening quarter.
Danilo, the man who's done it. The Botafogo man getting his first ever goal. Smolcic also on for Croatia. They've worked this nicely. That's a pretty good ball through the central channel and an own goal. Croatia equalise. It's Maya leading the cheers, and he will get the congratulations. But that may well have come off a Brazilian foot last. It was a fabulous through ball down the central channels.
Congratulates him. It's a first touch pass by Pasalic, and then look at this ball. Perfectly placed right in the middle, right in between both center backs. Marquinhos is desperate because there was no need for Bento to come out of goal in that situation. He leaves the goal totally unguarded, and that's why between Danilo and Marquinhos, Maier.
Well, what do you think, Alex? If Brazil deserved their goal in the first half, did Croatia deserve theirs in the second? They certainly had more of the ball. Is the referee pointed to the spot here? He has. He's given a penalty to Brazil. Didn't seem to be too much in it. Endrick was the player involved.
Sutalo on Endrick. Endrick is looking for that contact. He's so smart. So he goes, he wraps his left leg around the defender just to cause that infraction, to cause that fault.
Hands the ball over to the Brentford man, looking for his first ever goal for his country. He's been unstoppable in the Premier League this season. Can he give Brazil the lead from the spot? Yes, he can! Cool as you like, Igor Thiago. What a moment for him. Brazil back in front, courtesy of the penalty earned by Endrick.
Here's a penalty again. What a control, what a first touch by Endrick, and then forcing the penalty. Perfect execution by Igor Thiago. 24 years of age. He has a past. He wasn't meant to be a professional player. He had to work as a bricklayer. He went to Bulgaria to play professional soccer. He holds a Bulgarian passport. He was even at some point contemplating playing for the European side, thinking that he would never get the chance of playing for Brazil. And now, here he is.
when the World Cup itself rolls around in 72 days' time, don't count them out as they are on the march looking for a third here, and they've got it! Beautifully worked, and Gabriel Martinelli providing the final moment of the night for Brazil.
Endrick, he's driving, he's waiting for his teammate to be in an open position. The pass is so smooth with the outside of his left foot. He forces a little bit Gabriel Martinelli to modify his run. He needs to go a little bit wider. It looks like he had lost some shooting angle, but he makes amends with his left foot.
Feast on some late scraps. But that will do it in Orlando, Brazil, and the crowd here getting what they came for. Warm embrace between Carlo Ancelotti and Zlatko Dalic. They perhaps will see each other again this summer. But Igor Tia fashion.
Yeah, they showed character. They were competitive despite all the